messed up.
How do you say yarrow?
Welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows?
How do you say yarrow? How do you say yarrow?
It'll be all the fun in the world.
Hey, friends!
Hello. What's going on?
Well, today we are going...
You okay?
I'm trying to get my chapstick. I dropped it. Okay. So we are going to talk today about baby names.
Oh.
Ba, 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 ba.
Dun.
Turn right.
Because
So-
if you missed it, we are 17 weeks pregnant.
Oh, it's coming.
2 days from 18 weeks. Pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to have you can see the baby.
Maybe
see the
not right
baby?
now. It might be difficult.
Yeah, you
from the
can,
DM.
but like
Miles,
people
turn
can,
left
you
onto
can see the
Church
baby
Road.
usually.
Yes.
And so we also had, did we share what?
Oh no! It's a gender reveal.
A gender reveal
Oh,
as
that
well.
if you follow us on social media, you immediately have an answer to all
Yes,
of this.
if you're close personal friends, which are pretty much who enjoy this with us, you
Yes.
already know. But we'll just tell you again, we found out we're having a boy.
Boom. Booyah. Shabuya roll call.
Yeah, so we're having a boy. That's crazy. Adam, how do you feel about it?
Feel great. Would have felt good about a girl. Just happy we have a baby.
Absolutely. That's the truth. It's our first baby, and we're having a boy. There's gonna be a little Adam.
Little baby.
A little Adam! We're
And-
really excited. It's mind blowing. Adam had guessed correctly, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I just always pictured girl for our first, but then I did 2 weeks before our gender reveal. Can you verify that I was starting to change my mind?
Yeah, you were starting. I mean,
I was starting to sense. I was like, wait a minute, is this different than what I thought? Is this a baby boy?
I think there's no way to actually know all the details, so it's like, okay, we're guessing. Like this is pure guesswork.
Yeah. And I think, so Adam really, he changed his mind. He was like, I switched it up. We're having a boy. And I was just thinking, I think I started switching my mind. One, a lot of people talking to us kept guessing boy. So that kind of gets in your mind. And then two, I also just thought, so our baby has been moving a
At
lot.
the next light,
Yeah.
turn left.
It's really exciting because I can feel it. And it's like a fluttering feeling. Feels like like sometimes when it's faster, like almost like I'll feel like my heart is pounding, and then I realize it's actually below my heart.
Aww.
And it's the baby. But I do have to like close my eyes and like focus, to like
Yeah.
really, okay, that's the baby right now. And with so
At the
much
light,
activity,
turn left
and it's
onto
pretty
Church
early,
Road.
I started feeling the baby moving. Actually, 14 weeks was the first time I
Really?
noticed.
I know it was
Which
crazy
is
early
very
because we were
early.
trying to figure out: is it the baby? Is it just some guessing? Like,
Yeah,
now,
is it like I want to feel the baby, and I'm like, is it the baby?
Yeah, like I fully believe Gabby feels it, but it's, I think we were initially nervous of like, okay, is this, we know that it could be possible, but, yeah.
like, and so like I asked friends who, like, one of my friends is a nurse, and thank you, Priya, and other friends who like have had babies recently, and I asked our doctor too, and I just said, is it, I think I'm feeling the baby, is that possible? And they all said, yes, you absolutely could. Like, people feel it at different times. So we've been feeling our baby a lot. So that was something that made me start to think that it was a boy, because I thought,
Yeah.
there's so much
Turn
activity.
right onto Arc Road.
And then I thought, well, but I was very active, my mom always said, growing up.
Oh, yeah.
But then I talked to my mom after the gender reveal, because she knew, because she had to plan the gender reveal, so I didn't want to like mess her up. But after the gender reveal, I said, yeah, Mom, I was starting to think boy, because there was so much activity, the baby was moving a
In
lot.
5.4
But then
miles,
I thought,
take a slight left turn
actually,
onto
it
Creek
could be a
Road.
girl, because you said I was really active.
Yeah.
And my mom said, yeah, Gab, we thought you were active, and then we had your brother, and he was wildly active.
Oh, gosh.
She was like, so yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, oh, okay.
Good to know.
So-
Good to know.
Yeah, so we
So-
found out boy.
Which means we got to figure out a boy name.
gosh.
So now we had thought about, but prior to all of this, some ideas of baby names. But we had like, I feel like we'd speculated, but we also hadn't really dived in because, we didn't know what baby gender we were having. So it was like,
Right.
okay, we don't want to have this and then like, we get excited about this name for a girl or a boy and then find out, we're not having that. And like, that feels like that stuff. So it's like, we've been throwing out ideas for years actually on names.
Yeah.
So
A little bit.
now we know we're looking for a boy name. That being said, I've said before, if anybody is willing to pay their college education in entirety in cash,
Yeah.
I'm willing to sell the rights to that name.
Oh my god.
And you have to inflate this for 20 years
Oh
or
gosh,
18 years.
right.
So, not what it would cost college now, but then.
Isn't
so,
college going to be free in like 20 years?
if not, you're funding the kid's first house. Either one. The money is non-refundable. I don't know if I believe that, but you have to pay in entirety, and if they don't go to college, it's still theirs.
Okay.
Or more
okay.
specifically, mine.
Good deal. Good deal.
I need a Tesla. But
Okay.
so, do we want to throw out some? Before we even talk about specifics,
Okay.
the specifics.
Okay. What are you looking for in a boy name?
Yeah, what are you looking for in a boy name? Do you have anything that is meaningful to you?
Okay. Some things I don't know that I need, but my first, and honestly, I probably won't land with this, but things that I think I like about a name, I do enjoy a one-syllable name.
Yep.
I like it because I think that I know that I abbreviate names a lot, and I will abbreviate our baby's name all types of ways. So the idea of, and I'm fine with that, I enjoy doing that. I do know that everybody else will abbreviate a lot, and that's totally fine. There's something nice about when people have one-syllable names. I feel like then when they meet new people, they don't have to choose, here's my name, but people call me this. So my name's Gabrielle, so people always ask me, I'll introduce myself, and I try, as I've become an adult, I will introduce myself as Gabrielle, because that's my name. And I like that name a lot. I love that name. And people will always ask without fail, oh, okay, what do I call you?
Yeah.
What do people call you? And I've tried saying, Gabrielle's good. And I try to say it positive, oh, Gabrielle's good. And they look so uncomfortable.
Oh.
They look so uncomfortable, and I feel, and I could be making a wrong assumption, but it feels to me like they feel like I'm standoffish or something, or I don't know, there's a lack of personalness and
Yes, you want to be
intimacy.
called your full name.
I don't know, because I'm not pushing for it, but I'm just saying oh, Gabrielle's good. And I can tell they feel uncomfortable. People want, I don't know, I feel like they want you to give them a nickname or something when you have a longer name.
Well, I think it's,
Do you feel like
everybody calls you Gabby, though.
These are people who have never met me before.
I know, but I think if, I'll call you Gabby or somebody else will.
Sure.
I feel like that's the awkward moment, for your name, at least. It's, nobody calls you Gabby. Very few people call you Gabby.
Only my family calls me Gabrielle.
And even then, it's Gabby often.
Some of my family at this point do call me, or Gab. A lot of my family calls me Gab.
Yeah.
And some still say Gabri.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I'm saying these are people that have never met me and will never meet my family. When you're just out at a party or something.
Okay.
Not connected to any of my people. And I could feel it. And they look and they might even ask me a second time, but what do I call you? And then at that point I'll just say, oh, Gabby's fine. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then I can feel them take a sigh of relief. It's a weird thing.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. This is something I've noticed. So
Okay.
What about you? So that's for that reason. A short name is interesting to me to relieve that tension, but I also love long names, so it's not necessary.
I don't have a lot of specifics. I do like a short name, not necessarily a guarantee, but I do like a one-syllable name. I've never had to deal with anybody asking what they should call me. It's Adam.
It's true.
So there is that point of I've also not really had a lot of nicknames, so it's I've not complained about that either. It's Adam is good. It's a one-stop shop. So I do like that. I do feel like it's I don't feel like I need a past connection to the name in any way. And
Okay.
it's not I know, so I'm a pastor. People ask, do you need a biblical name? I'm no, not really. That might happen. One, there's a lot of names in the Bible, so that might happen incidentally.
Right.
But that's not something that, we're shooting for type of thing.
Yeah.
And, that very well could happen, and, obviously that could be inspiration, but it's not we need a name from the Bible type of thing. Nothing like that.
No, I think I happen to like some of the names.
Oh, absolutely.
But no, I don't have to. I think what I've been going with is how do I when I say the name, do I feel a connection to it?
Yeah.
And then I also, I just recently this week, and again, we only just started looking at names, but I have started thinking I want to look up the meaning of the name and just because that's cool. Like,
Yeah, sure.
And that might help me actually build a connection to it.
Yep.
More for that. you
No,
know?
that makes total sense.
So looking up meaning is not like, I wouldn't say I'm doing that first. I'm probably first saying like, how do I like how it sounds? How do I like,
Yeah.
you know, what the feeling of it? But definitely
No, I feel
probably
like that's a great
secondary
call.
looking up the meaning. I mean, for the longest time I haven't known what Gabrielle means.
What does Gabrielle mean?
Still not even totally sure. I thought it meant like strength of God.
You're strong.
Do you know what Adam means?
Dirt.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, really?
I'm not joking. That's what it means. Man
Yeah,
or
that's
red
what I
earth.
thought, right,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
It means dirt.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Gabrielle means God is my strength.
Oh, that's adorable.
Is that what I had said? I thought
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it. Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah,
at
God
least.
is my strength. So, yeah, so that's cool.
All right. So, do you have any ideas of names that you like?
Okay. So, boy names, we really don't have a lot. I am interested in Zachariah.
Zachariah.
Yeah. How
What?
do you feel about it?
Not.
I literally just talked about someone with one of our youth girls. Heyo, Melanie, this morning.
You know, I'm not opposed. I'm
Okay.
not certain. I'm not certain about the Raya part.
Okay, well, there's also Zachary, obviously.
How about Zach?
No.
Uh,
I feel like Zach is missing. Like, we could call him Zach.
but that's if we're gonna functionally call him Zach. Why would we add a whole bunch of other
It's
things?
beautiful.
Yeah, you know, this is the Subaru Crosstrek, a car a few years ago. And this is where I can't remember the initial, or XV Crosstrek, or Subaru Crosstrek X. I believe it was the XV Crosstrek.
Okay.
Nobody called it the XV Crosstrek. They called it the Crosstrek as a car. So the company dropped XV from the name because nobody did it.
Got it.
If we're gonna call the kid Zach, why add the ERY at the beginning?
You make a good, or at the end, you make
At the
a
end,
good,
yeah.
you make a good point, but also because I like that name. Like, and if it was Zachariah, think about it. I might call him Zachy Poo. I might call him Raya. How much do you love that? Ah,
I think Zach.
it's the first time I'm saying this to Adam. You can tell by his reaction that he
I'm not
doesn't love
opposed.
it.
It's just, you know, it's a lot of
Raya,
pressure.
so cool.
Isn't that the name of the girl from Star Wars?
Spelled different.
Oh.
Also,
Are you certain
I
about
didn't.
that?
No, I don't know about the girl in Star Wars. I'm thinking of the cartoon, the girl in the cartoon, Raya. But anyway, Raya, Zachariah, Zachy Poo. Okay, all right. What other names are you thinking of?
I like the name Seth. Big
Okay.
fan. So going immediately back on what I said about biblical names.
Yes.
This is more of a funny moment, but something I've thought about. I've thought about this since high school. So this name does actually hold mental significance to me at this point. Adam in the Bible, his son's name was Seth. So my idea was that you could just keep working down this biblical genealogy until we get to Jesus.
Oh, my word.
You know, many years from now.
Wow.
You know, I won't live to be alive that. But that is always. But that being said, I think that's how it started. But I've always liked the name Seth. Clean, straightforward.
It is a
You could
clean-
trust a
it's
man named
handsome-
Seth.
It's a handsome name, and the good thing about Seth, I have no prior conception. I can't think of someone, and I don't want to think of someone that I know with that name. Like, that's helpful to me. I'll tell you what Zachariah means.
What's Zachariah mean?
The Lord has remembered.
Okay, that's a great.
It's really cool.
That is good.
I really like that.
That's,
Seth, I think, means placed or appointed.
oh, okay. Oh, look it up. See what
I
we
did.
got.
I
Oh.
looked it up.
Oh,
I mean,
you said
from
I think.
Well, I think. I mean, I didn't do an extensive look.
Okay.
That's just the first thing that came up.
Okay.
Yeah, placed or appointed.
I like the name Hunter as well.
Oh, yeah, Hunter. Okay.
A big fan of Hunter. I weirdly enough, or I guess a little ironically, neither of us hunt.
No.
I'd like to learn to hunt in this scenario, for the namesake.
There are times when I hunt. You know, I'm hunting for food or a snack or good deal. I'm a hunter. We're a hunter-gatherer.
More gathering.
If we had a hunter now and then later, what if the other child was some name of a gatherer?
At the next light,
okay, that
take a
works.
slight left
What about like
Sacagawea. Was she a gatherer?
no comment.
Okay. What was the one you were gonna say? Were you gonna say another name?
What about Treebeard? If we're gonna do like one would be a hunter, then Treebeard was a kind of a bit more of a gatherer, a farmer of trees in Lord of the Rings.
Absolutely not.
Well, it's worth a try.
What about Malachi?
At the light, take a slight
Wow,
left turn.
such a long
Then take a
pause.
slight left turn to merge onto
Why is there
I-95
such a
north.
long pause? Oh my gosh!
I'm gathering my thoughts. I think I've only known Malachis that I love. And I love that name for them.
Are you serious? See, I don't really think I know any Malachis.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. I do.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
know, we both know one. I don't. It's a child's name, so I don't want to say
Oh,
the
love him.
last name.
Yeah. Okay. True. Okay. But, okay.
I love that Malachi. Actually, an
Swipe
enormous
left to
advocate
merge
for
I
that.
know. Such a good positive association. Okay. Micah?
You know, nobody believes me when now that I said about the biblical names.
They're just the ones I've thought of. Honestly, a lot of names are biblical.
Yeah, you know, that's where I was
I don't
saying,
even
like,
think, I feel like a lot of them
yeah,
are.
when we were even saying it, yeah, the Bible. If you're not a Christian, that's totally great, no problems there. But it has a ton of names.
It has a ton of names. It's
It's an
a huge
enormous book.
Yeah, and we happen to read it a lot, so
yeah,
you
by
know.
influence. So it is.
We are purposefully influenced by it.
Yeah.
What else? What other names? Let's just throw them out.
Well,
Bing, bing, bing.
18 miles
Gabby
to
has not
exit
particularly
61
liked my
Drive
series of
West
Greek
to
philosophers proposed,
No.
or medieval theologians.
Well, give some. Okay. All right. Here's part of the problem. We've been saying names, and Adam just says joke names, so it's hard for me to know what's real and what's not real. And later I'll be like, all right, well that was serious, and he's like, no, I was joking. And then, or I'll be like, well, you were joking. He's like, I was serious. So how am I possibly supposed to know? So in this moment, I need you.
I thought I was gonna be, I was gonna say the biggest jerk thing that I think we both said early on that we both hate.
What?
You should know.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, which is terrible. That's it for couple advice.
Yes.
Never say that to a spouse.
No.
You should know. Like,
No.
oh my gosh.
We should not know.
Yeah,
Assume
yeah.
that I don't know.
Okay, so some names obviously have been a little joke, as we both have joked
You
with
can
each
throw out
other.
your joke ones.
I don't have them immediately on mine.
All right, fine. Throw out your serious
I've
ones.
been very interested. I'm not saying like there were like 100.
Okay.
But Greek philosophers like Plato, Aristotle, Diogenes, and Socrates have all been intriguing to me as names. Because I do like the thoughts of the, while I'm not necessarily supportive of all their areas, the thoughts of being a philosophical child, a child of deep intellect is very appealing to me. I've also liked some theologians' names, such as Anselm, Athanasius.
Ugh.
That hurts.
I mean, who is going to be able to say this child's name?
I just said it now.
Athanasius?
Yeah, he was the guy that punched, oh my gosh, he punched somebody in the mouth. It was amazing.
I don't want that. We already have a child who might be
I'm thinking of St.
smacking
Nicholas.
people.
I'm thinking of St. Nicholas. I
Oh.
apologize. Who
Okay.
punched Arius in the mouth at one of the church councils because he was a heretic. Suck it,
gosh.
Arius.
All right, so Athanasius. I mean, I can't imagine me ever saying the full name. I probably would just call him Natius.
But we've already made the case that the kid will never be called their full name.
Yeah.
So that's not.
Well, I think parents call them by their full name.
Athanasius Yaris, get over here.
That sounds horrible.
It's powerful.
It sounds absolutely horrible.
Very powerful. Okay. But Anselm, I think, is a great name.
Anselm sounds like an old man.
I mean, he was probably alive around the year 1000.
Okay.
So
Anselm. Okay, so these are serious.
there are at least names that are intriguing to me.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Can you picture your child being named them though?
Anselm Yaros.
Yes.
It's a tough name to say together.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right. Okay. Good to clarify.
Yeah. So those have been some of the more prominent names that have come to
I
my
like
mind.
Greek names,
We're not Greek.
but I like them.
I do enjoy them.
Socrates is really a funny one because I had a soccer trainer that was Socrates, but in my head you have to have an accent to have that name.
I mean,
Because he was like Australian or something, so it would be like Socrates.
we could raise our kid to have an accent.
Oh, right. He would be like yelling at us in his accent, and it was great. And it was a soccer trainer, and his name was Socrates, and guess what we would call him?
Sock.
Yep, Sock. It's awesome.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome. But like that can't be our child. They're not gonna have an Australian accent. It's like not gonna work.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, Sebastian. That's a name that I've liked.
Indeed.
Yeah, I like that name.
Are you writing these names down?
Of course I am. This is our key brainstorming opportunity.
Oh, okay. So Lucy.
I have to write them.
Sebastian.
Sebastian. I love that. So cute. Sebastian. Seabass. Call him.
The nicknames don't help salad.
Sebastian. What else would you call him?
Sebastian.
Okay.
Seabass.
Seabass. What
Seb?
up, Seabass? I'm not calling him
What
Seb.
about Jebediah? We could call him Jeb.
No.
All right, no.
I don't have any connection to that.
Sebastian though?
yeah, I don't know. I feel connected to Sebastian.
It's from a Disney movie, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not thinking of that. I had a couple of friends that were like, I'm not like close friends with them anymore, but they were cool. Like I enjoyed them. They were good friends like over time. So I think I just, you know what's nice about it? I don't actually think of a specific person, but I have a positive association with it.
Okay, that works.
Which is a really tough thing for us with names, is Adam and I both have worked with kids our entire careers. So and even before career, like I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, so there's a lot of associations with a lot of names.
Yeah.
Some of them are negative, so that rules out those names right away.
Yeah, it's scarred. Never touch that name.
Yeah, and some of them, even if it's not negative, there are certain names that, you know, recently one of the ones we had, you know, I'll be like, oh, I like it, and I have actually a positive association because I like that kid that I worked with. But the thing is, I think of that kid when I hear that name.
Yeah.
And I, you know, want to visualize our child with that name.
Our
So maybe
progeny.
it would supersede it, but, you know, you're having the name now, so you don't
Yeah.
want to picture someone else.
We both did say we're interested in the name Luke.
I do like the name.
I like Luke strong. I
Yeah.
have great associations with him.
I do.
Strapping name.
I really do like the name Luke.
Hardy.
Yeah, it's a handsome name. Luke Yaros. It's handsome.
Luke.
Leonard? No.
I only could think of Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I know, me too,
Yeah.
actually. And I don't even watch the show.
Yeah, I've watched only a
Why do
couple
shows
episodes.
ruin names?
I mean, Leonard's a
I like
tough one.
L's. I do like L's, I gotta say.
Legolas?
Oh, wow.
Joking.
Do you know when I was in high school?
You had a crush on Legolas?
No. The guys from my youth group told me I look like Legolas.
That's
You're gonna say that I do.
I actually don't think so. I
It was really upsetting because I also didn't watch Lord of the Rings that much, but I knew that it was a man.
I mean,
But then they showed me one picture, and I have to say I saw some similarities.
Orlando Bloom, the way they portray Elfish is more of a very youthful faith.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
and he
not.
had long hair in the show.
Yeah, it's not necessarily nice, but it is not as offensive as one might initially think.
Yeah, if they had called me another man in the show, it would have been more offensive.
Yeah. It's not nice, but it's not as mean as it could be.
Well, you're a teenage girl. You also don't want to be told that you look like a grown man in a popular movie.
In an elf costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, so not Legolas. I don't know. What about our names? We haven't done many our names. Romeo.
Oh, I thought you were saying our for a second.
Oh.
It's like, Romeo?
Oh yeah. Do you want an Adam?
No.
No.
Nah.
No.
Hard pass.
What about a Gabriel? That would be terrible.
I feel like it'd be just too confusing.
It'd be very confusing.
Yeah. That's even more confusing because it's not like
No, because it's
Yeah.
not even the same name.
Yeah. No, we can't do that to ourselves.
Nope.
Super selfish, but I'm all about it.
Can't do it. Ryan.
Ryan's not bad.
It's a cute name. I just don't feel a connection. All right.
We got
some work to do.
but if you have name suggestions, email us at howdoyousayyaros@gmail.com or message us on Instagram.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have a suggestion, but you know a good method of picking a name,
Yeah, we would love to know that.
that'd be awesome. I mean, I am praying about the name.
I have not. I need to.
Yeah, I started. I only just started, but I started.
That's not.
You know, just like in my prayer, like just like praying, like, hey God, like, let us, like, because I'm just praying for the baby, and it's like, praying for all the things for his future, and
Yep.
in that, it's just like a thought kind of in the prayer of like, all right, God, like, what, who is this
Yep.
baby? Like, show us who he is and everything. So
Agreed.
I do think there might be a reality that we have like two favorite names, and it might
Oh,
be a
yeah.
game time decision. Like once we meet him,
Exactly. When Gabby's on the drugs and I get to choose.
like
Lock and load.
I will not allow that to happen.
You're going to be incapacitated. And I'll say I'm her legal guardian. in this
Oh
moment.
gosh. Okay.
You have to trust me.
I will talk to the nurses beforehand and say I don't trust my husband at all.
That won't be the first time those.
Don't you dare let a birth certificate leave this room without my blood signature on it.
And we also know that would not be the first time the nurses would have heard that.
Yeah. Oh, come on. No, definitely not. They would be like, we got you, girl. We got you.
Yeah.
All right. Love it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.